If you've been following my channel for a significant length of time, you're probably already aware of the long history of Livingston's struggles to repair and upgrade its aging drinking water infrastructure. In February 2023, there was a special city council meeting at which the city engineers explained how much the price tag on some of these projects increased and how much the state might be willing to cover as a grant. That was almost a year ago. Now it seems to have gotten to the point that the city is considering an urgency ordinance to stop issuing new building permits while it waits for financial help from the state revolving loan fund to finally be approved. Greetings, everyone. This is the Gardening Snail of Livingston, California, just trying to keep the community informed with a little additional perspective along the way. In this video, we will be going over the January 16th, 2024 City Council meeting agenda and highlighting some of the most important points in the staff reports. City Council Special and Regular Meeting, otherwise known as Closed Session Meeting and Regular Meeting. Special meeting to begin at 6:30, regular meeting to begin at 7 p.m. You may participate in the meeting via teleconference by calling 520-525-8911. Additionally, the meeting will be streamed on YouTube Live. Public comments can be submitted via email at citycouncil@livingstoncity.com. Comments must be received by 2 p.m. on the day of the City Council meeting in order for them to be distributed to the Council prior to consideration of the matter. You will need to provide meeting date, item number, name, email, and comment. Please limit to 300 words or 3 minutes. Please include public comment in the subject for the email. Written comments will not be read aloud at the meeting but will be reported as received for the record. If you do not receive an acknowledgement of receipt by 4 p.m., please call the City Clerk's office at 209-394-8041, extension 121. Note, this technology is not a guaranteed method. So on the special meeting, under closed session, any required announcements or discussion of closed session items or actions following the closed session will be made in the City Council chambers. On the closed session agenda, a liability claim against the City of Livingston. Regular meeting. After the Pledge of Allegiance moment of silence, roll call, closed session announcements, and changes to the agenda is citizen comments. This section of the agenda allows members of the public to address the City Council on any item not on the agenda. Comments are normally limited to 3 minutes. In accordance with state open meeting laws, no action will be taken by the City Council this evening. This is followed by announcements and reports, with the featured report being a Recreation Department update. Here we see the committees that Jatinder Mann, Jason Roth, Maria Soto, and Gurpal are on, as well as the committees that Jose Moran is on. Next up is the consent agenda. Items on the consent calendar are considered routine or non-controversial and will be enacted by one vote unless separate action is requested by a member of the public, the city manager, or City Council member. Public comments on consent agenda items shall be limited to 3 minutes per person. Item number 1, completion of a slurry seals project. Item 2, I Street Waterline Replacement Project. Item 3, purchase of a submersible pump for the Arcalian Storm Pump Station. After that, we have public hearings. The first one is annexing of territory to a community facilities district. Item number 5 is the big one, an interim urgency ordinance establishing a 45-day moratorium on the issuance of any new permit for any new developments, projects, additional and/or construction requiring the use of city-supplied potable water. That will be followed by discussion and potential action items. Number 6, discussion and direction regarding resident concerns about Council Member Maria Soto's residency. It's about time we put a pin in the end of that one. Item number 7, selection of committee members for the 4th of July Standing Committee. Item number 8, discussion and adoption of the Merced County Association of Governments One Voice Trip Priorities for the City of Livingston, followed by council direction on future agenda items and adjournment. Now we're going to move on to excerpts from staff reports, beginning with the staff report about the 2023 Slurry Seals project. This is being paid for by Measure V funds. The major work consisted of finishing and applying slurry seal and replacing pavement striping and markings on various streets in the city of Livingston. The contractor completed all work and a final inspection has been performed. The retention in the amount of $16,733 should be paid to the company. The final construction contract cost, inclusive of all authorized work, was $334,668. Funding for this project was covered by Measure V funds. On to the replacement of a submersible pump at the Arcalian Storm Pump Station. On December 30th, 2023, one of the 2 Arcalian storm pumps failed and could not be restarted. The Arcalian Storm Pump Station services the southern to central area of Livingston. Staff recommends replacement in an expedited manner to reduce the possibility of a health and safety issue such as storm events causing water to back up into homes and businesses should pumps fail. The submersible pump at Arcalian have exceeded their life expectancy and are ready for replacement, and it will not be cost-effective to repair. Staff is recommending the selected source of flight pumps due to the long life expectancy of these pumps. The interim city manager has determined that the formal bidding process for this work is undesirable due to the abrupt failure of the pump and the potential for a health and safety issue. Under fiscal impact, $31,786 to be expended from the Sewer Enterprise Fund. Now on to the I Street Waterline Replacement Project. The City of Livingston identified a water line in need of replacement on I Street between First Street and the alley to the east of First Street. The lowest responsible and responsive bid was submitted by TBS Contractors in the amount of $34,041 and odd change. The I Street Waterline Replacement Project will be funded using Water Enterprise funds. On to Community Facilities District number 2017-1, Public Services, Annexation number 3. The public hearing is to annex property into the Community Facilities District to pay for the impact of new development on public services, including the maintenance of streets, drainage, parks, public landscape areas, and to maintain service levels for police and fire protection services provided by the City of Livingston. There are multiple projects proposed for annexation. A duplex located on 6th Street, a single-family dwelling located on F Street, a triplex located on B Street, a truck stop complex located east of Hammett Avenue, and a Dutch Brothers Coffee project located on the northeast end of Joseph Gallo Court. Once the annexation is complete, the property owners of these projects will be required to pay annual special taxes beginning in fiscal year 2024-2025 as itemized on their property tax bill. And the city is expecting to receive in fiscal year 2023-2024 the maximal special tax rate of $137,748. These little boxes show where these parcels are located, and these bigger boxes give you a better idea of what and where these projects are located. On to the interim urgency ordinance of the City Council of the City of Livingston establishing a 45-day moratorium on the issuance of any new permit for any new development project, additional and/or construction project requiring the use of city-supplied potable water. The City of Livingston provides potable water services to a population of approximately 15,448 residents. Currently, the city utilizes 8 active wells. Additionally, the water system includes a storage tank used for water storage. The city gets its water from the Merced subbasin, which is classified as a critical overdraft subbasin. Over the last year, and due to many years of lack of planning and preparation for replacement of infrastructure, the city has experienced an increase in the number of failures in water infrastructure. The system is strained and struggles to meet water demands. The system's current capacity is not adequate to meet peak hour demands for water and would not have adequate capacity to meet the increased maximum daily demand from new developments. The city is planning to construct 2 new wells, one of which will have wellhead TCP treatment and 2 new centralized treatment facilities to remove TCP from the groundwater. The centralized facilities will also include water storage tanks and booster pumps. The following is a brief description of each facility, which you can see here for Arcalian Park, well number 8, which is by Foster Farms, and well number 19. With these new improvements, the city's capacity would increase and be adequate to supply new developments. Without the construction of these new infrastructure, the city is not in a position to provide potable water for additional developments. If the council chooses to continue with the status quo and additional failures continue to occur, the city will face dire consequences since there will be an inability to provide adequate water to the community. Looking a little farther in the agenda packet, we find that the city TCP compliance project is currently under review by the State Water Resources Control Board. A funding agreement is expected in the first quarter of 2024, and completion of the projects is expected to be in the fourth quarter of 2026. On to the discussion and direction regarding council member residency issues. It said it is recommended that the council discuss and provide direction on this item to address concerns from the community. For the 4th of July Standing Committee, staff is requesting that the mayor and council select the members of the Standing Committee, including the council members appointed for this committee. If you like what I do here, please follow me on Facebook and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And remember, editorial content is my own as a long-term resident of Livingston and does not represent the views and opinions of the City Council or the City of Livingston itself, and does not hold itself out to be any kind of legal advice.